Something like that. I think it's a little screwy. Sometimes it gets a little screwy. Right? It's almost like someone's touching it, and they're not supposed to be touching it. They shouldn't be touching it, yet they continue to touch it. And what needs to happen is they need to have their fingers broken very carefully. Right? Freaking guy. Oh man. It's gonna happen. Right? What do you think? What do you think? This guy. This guy here. This guy's been around for a long time. Right? Putting his fingers probably where they shouldn't be. Hmm? What do you think about that, Dino? Any comment? Do you have a comment at all? Maybe you don't. Just like to hide in the background. Right? To get your shout out. Is that what you want? It's not a shout out. Not at all. Bridges, building and burning. So, as someone who has recently started streaming this year, I did this because work has been slow. But I also wanted to do this myself. It was suggested to me by my daughter, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, maybe I'll try it." Right? In turn, didn't realize the kind of scumbags I would have to deal with in the process. Right? Like these little shady snakes that want to hide and do their weird things and stuff in the background, right? To the point where they'll tweak your streams, turn things on and off, just do some really weird stuff, right? I don't appreciate it. I don't like my things touched. And they still continue to do it, right? They think they're funny. They think I don't know. But I do know. And I do know that eventually you and me are going to meet face to face and you are not going to like it. What do you think about that? Sleep on that once. Can you handle it? Can you? That's the bridge I'm building. Unfortunately, your bridge leaves one cliff but never touches the other one. I do know who that is. You know who that's directed at. That scumbag that wanted to sit there and block my stuff. The one sitting there making false accusations that they run a certain business, right? And do certain things when really it's a scheme. It's a scam. This scammy dude that just has his fingers in programming a little too far, right? Sits at home and scams people, and that's what he does. And I kind of caught on to it. So this motherfucker follows me, right? He follows me into this streaming application, and he continues to torment me, try to get me to give up. That way I disappear and I can't say anything. But he exists, right? This guy exists. He's real. It's not fake. It's not something I made up. I don't like this guy. Not at all. I also don't know why this dude thinks he can hide. Is that what you think? Do you think you're a wizard too? You a wizard? But for how long? How long are you gonna be a wizard? Right? Doing your little wizardry on the internet till someone finds you, figures out what you're doing, and puts you away because you're a crook. Right? You're a scammy crook. You're no better than those people calling other people, running their little scams they run, right? Calling from different numbers, saying they have what are they? What scams we got going on right now? Construction scams, investment scams, warranty scams. All these little shitheads running their dumb stuff, right? You guys are so stupid, wasting your time doing those things. Why don't you apply yourselves and actually build a bridge that's not going to burst into flames, right? That'd be good. Yeah, become something in society that's usable, not little freaking leeches. Because that's what you are. You're little leeches sitting behind your fake call centers and your little horrid little groups. Yeah. Funny guy. Funny guy. You messed with the wrong dude. Yes, sir. You sure did. The wrong guy. Your programming is not going to save you, my friend. It's not going to prevent what will happen when your government finds out what you've been doing, or maybe somebody else find out what you're doing, right? Maybe somebody else finds out the kind of scams you're pulling. Imagine how pissed off someone would be, right? If they started something and they were trying to build a company and some little snakes slithered in, right? Thinking they can stick their fingers where they shouldn't be. What do you think that business owner would do? What do you think they would do? Probably drop a giant brick on that snake's head. That's what I would do. If you are even a snake, more like a worm, right? More like a worm. Definitely. Scammy dudes, man. There's a lot of scammy guys in a world that is on fire. We still have people that think they should burn it down, right? They have this mentality that for some reason they think they got it figured out and oh, this is how I'm gonna survive. Like, that's not survival, dude. That is secretly cutting people's throats for no fucking reason. Scamming people is cutting people's throats for no reason. You're no better than a murderer. to me. You're no better than a murderer. And I would treat you as such, right? You scam someone's livelihood, you try and take money from them, you try and destroy their life or steal their identity. I would lock you in prison for the rest of your life. You would never see the light of day. And quite honestly, then I'd be looking at everyone you've ever talked to, right? Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll go through and eventually we'll just find every single one of you. Maybe we already have. We're just letting you open that book, right? So I can see how many pages are in that book. Why don't you keep doing that? Keep opening those pages. Every time you talk to somebody, you give it away. You show me who these people are, right? Because you're stupid, dude. You're so stupid. You're fucked up. That's what she did. They're so sneaky, right? Let's see, what did they do? So as it starts, basically, I went into the streaming thing, and I was doing another video chat, right? Before I did the streaming thing, I was doing this video chat. Well, these little sneaky snakes are on this video chat, and what they do is they use women mainly as bait to fish, right? Naive women that are like, oh yeah, I'd love to make some extra money. Well, all you gotta do is talk to this guy, right? While you're talking to this guy, we figure this stuff out. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna figure you out. But you're not gonna like it. Freaking crook, dude. Freaking crook. What you don't know is I'm a freight train, boy. I'm a freight train. Get out the way. I'm sure you knew that the moment you met me. Right? Thought you could be a little, a little punk. 'Cause that's all you are, is a little punk. Doesn't matter what you do, I'm going to find you. And all the people like you. And then, the hunter will become the hunted. How's that feel? That'll feel real good. Oh, it feels so good, I can taste it. Mate. Wonder what it feels like to wake up every morning like that. Have to watch your back because the things you're doing are fake. Guy, what do you think? Right? Setting up your fake businesses, run your fake scams. Unfortunately, you're doing these scams to people that are hurting right now, like people's grandparents, stuff like that. Like, did no one ever teach you to respect your elders? Is that just not a thing? Maybe in maybe in your religion, in your walk of life, that's not a thing, right? To respect people. Maybe you have no respect for yourself either. You don't even respect yourself. Because if you can't treat people with respect, how can you expect to be a respectable person? Just respectless. Respectless. Yes. Respectless. Like a little mushroom, right? A little mushroom leeching off a tree. Eventually, when the sun comes out, the mushroom dries up and the mushroom disappears. That's what happens, right? Well, sir, I am that sun, and you are that mushroom with your little scammy crap. But not even your little spores of corrupt nastiness can get away from me. Not even those. I will burn everything. Everyone in your freaking corrupt community. Every single one of you. Especially these ones that thought, oh, I'm at home. I could do this. I'm kind of good at this. Maybe what I'll do while I'm stuck at home is I'll sit here and I'll freaking scam people. And I'll start expanding my skills of hacking. Yeah. Why don't you expand your skills of getting ready to get your ass locked in prison? That sounds like fun to me, right? You might want to stretch a couple things out because they're going to get stretched. That's what's going to happen. Where you're going. Gonna get it. It's gonna freaking happen too. Just woke up in a weird mood, right? It happens. What do you think? It's kind of like that one analogy, right? Forget who does that. Chris something. It's like the lion, the whole lion thing, right? It's so hot. Oh, it's so hot. Until one day, the lion gets up and he tears the fucking shit out of everything in his path. You're not the lion. You're the shit that I'm going to tear apart. Right. So sneaky. Mm-hmm. What they do, they get into your community and they disrupt your community to the point where you're blocking and banning people, decent people, right? Decent viewers that actually want to talk and want to communicate with you. They corrupt your community with this riffraff and scum that you can't quite get rid of because they've invited all their friends to the party, right? Or what you want to say is friends, because these people, quite honestly, probably can't even trust each other. Because I guarantee you they're stabbing each other in the back as this is going on. So they're in constant torment. That's got to be fun, right? You're in such a band of thieves that you guys are stealing from each other. Like, that's literally what's happening. And that's funny because then you run around like a bunch of stupid clowns, right? And you have no clue what's going on. What a life. Oh my gosh. Why did you waste your time doing something like that? For instant gratification, right? You figured, why do I need to work and do stuff like that? Do a decent job or be a good person? Why not I just be a corrupt piece of crap that steals from people, right? That's what you thought. Why? Because you don't have the balls to actually be a good person, right? It's a lot harder to be a good person than it is to be a little piece of crap. It's so easy to take the wrong road. It's so easy, right? Instead, these little freaking crooks and scammers are like, "Oh no, I like it right away. Like I can't wait and be a good person and be nice to people. Like I'm just going to take it." Oh, okay. That's great, right? Because why? I don't get it. Maybe, I think you just don't have the motivation that it takes to actually be a good person. It's too difficult. It was too difficult for you, right? That's what it is. It was too difficult for you to be a good person, so instead you're like, nope, the world screwed me over, so I'm gonna screw the world over. Blah blah blah. So you're like full of hatred or something. I don't even know what to think about it, right? Maybe you are full of hatred. Is that why you do what you do? So you're full of hate? I would say so. To be somebody that pulls stuff like that, you probably are super full of hate, right? And you're going these people, right? And maybe you're forced into it. I'm sure there's some people that are forced into it, right? I'm sure there's one head guy who goes and he searches these people out and he finds them and he's like, oh, this guy has some skills. Well, let me show him that I'm a little better than him and then make him work for me, right? And then I'll hone his skills a little bit, but I won't show him everything. And I'm sure that's probably how it goes down too. So now, like I said, you have this little band of thieves, right? And they call you whatever they want to call you, right? But you're not. You're not at all. Not at all. Freaking clown. 18-second delay, right? So now we put a delay on this. Is it being diverted? Is that what it's doing? Right? We're gonna put a delay on it. Oh, I'll stop the stream, right? Don't let him send this stream out. We don't want him waving his hands or his arms or nothing like that, right? Does the streams even go out? That's my question. My question is, do my streams actually go out to real people? Or have you done something to the programming to lock me to the point where I think they're going out, but they're not actually going out, right? It's a good possibility. I don't know. Really don't know. Maybe it is, right? 'Cause you've done a lot of weird stuff in the past. I wouldn't put it past you, right? It's fine because Too many people know already, right? Too many people have been told about the stuff, like down to the details, right? And I obviously have pictures, but they're not on a camera that is, let's say, internet worthy. Not a camera that you can touch, right? That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That ensures that 100% I know what you look like, right? I know what you look like, and everyone else knows what you look like too. So you can never show your face again. Or can you? 'Cause the moment your face pops up, I gotcha. You gonna end the stream? Mess with the connection? Is that what we're doing? We're just gonna keep tweaking the connection? That's where it's going, isn't it? It's the same place. It goes to the same place it always goes, right? This little remote connection freaking jerk. Get some, fool. Take that off of this, right? So stupid. I can't believe this guy so got the audacity to think he can't get caught. He must really think he's something special, huh? Too bad, man. They're coming for you. When you hear that sound, you'll know. Open up.